Hey viewers, welcome to another exciting episode of Open Studio. As always, I'm your host for today's show. My name is Danny Kambwa, and joining me in studio today is a businessman, an entrepreneur, a man who goes by the name of Lundi, who is the founder of Globular Brands.
Yes.
Okay, he's here in studio to speak to us more about his brand, how his success came about, and how far he is now.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to the show, Lundi.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
Oh no, you're welcome. For those that's watching us right now that's never heard of Globular Brand
Yes.
and that do not know about you, can you just tell us more about yourself and also just a bit of insight onto your brand?
All right, cool. Oh, well, as I just introduced, my name is Lundi. I'm
Yeah.
coming from Google too. 2 years ago, I started a company called Globular Brands. Basically, Globular Brands is more about products, right? I wanted to get into the manufacturing space. That's where I want to be, like in the long run. So what had happened is this one time I was out with a friend of mine in town at a bar. So obviously, as you out of the job because I was just retrenched from work.
Yeah.
So what had happened is I looked at their menus, and after looking at the menus, you're broke, you don't have money, and you had a couple of beers, right?
Yeah.
And then what had happened is I had just look at their menu, and then I went to the barman and asked, "Do you guys sell snacks?" And then the barman said, "No, we don't sell snacks." And I asked why, and he was like, "Well, we don't." Just talk to the manager, and he just pointed me to the manager's office, and I went and had a conversation with the manager, and I struck a deal with the manager actually. Asked the guy, "Do you guys sell snacks?" He said, "No, we never thought about it." And I said, "Why not?" I was like, "I mean, it's a good opportunity for people who can afford to buy meals." He said, "No, we never thought about it. But if you're interested in maybe doing some business with us, then why not?" For me, then I felt like I struck a deal.
Yeah.
And I went home the next day, and I didn't have money, obviously, to buy the machinery so that I can produce a snack and everything. So I kind of like went about it to being innovative about it. I built my own machine. And then that's where Ayona Biltong started. But at first it was Google to snack. So I moved from Google to Ayona Biltong.
Levels. Levels.
Yeah, levels, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then obviously as time went on, I reinvested in the business, and I started a sausage product, which is Ayona sausage right now, which is our leading product. Yeah. So basically,
That's very interesting. You said you built your own machine to start your Biltong.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
Yeah.
So where does this business mindset come from? Is there anybody in your family that's business minded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father actually was a businessman. He passed away, unfortunately, in 2000. He was a businessman. He was my first employer, I could say that, because I remember going to school and coming back from school. I would go to the shop and work. Basically, that was my childhood. I grew up like that. Me and my bigger brother, who was my sibling. Yes. So yeah.
Wow. So, looking at where you've come from, the people that had an impact into your success to where you are to where you are right now, which is success. Who would you say do you owe your success to?
I'll give a credit basically to a man called Mike. He owns a couple of spas. Again, as an entrepreneur, you have to always think on your feet. You have to always take risks, because I normally take a risk. I live on risk, right? This one time again, I just went to spa. It was just one Friday. I went to Google to spa, and I had a conversation with the owner. I just went in and asked, "Do you guys? Where's the owner?" And then, unfortunately, that day it was not at that spa. They told me to come the next day, which was a Saturday, and I went Saturday morning, and I just had conversation with the owner. Said, "Look, man, I'm not working right now, and I'm looking to learn the ins and outs of retail industry, because this is where I'd like to go to in the future." And then, to my surprise, he was actually really stunned and surprised by my approach. He was like, "Okay, look, I'll give you the chance so that you can come in and learn and everything, etc." As I say, the rest is history. I spent in 1 year with them. I did an internship with them. Lovely man. They gave me a room to actually learn the ins and outs of a business of that magnitude. And and then I left Spa, and then that's where I decided, let me just do my own thing, because I felt like I have this thing, this spark, this entrepreneurship drive in me. Why don't I just go on my own and do my own thing?
Yeah. And I can see that there is a path here where you've got the goal, you know what you want, and then it just comes down to networking, getting in contact with the right people, getting to speak to the right people. So, speaking of networking, I believe you work with a partner.
Yeah, I do have a business partner.
Being with this partner, I believe it's for a year now.
Yeah.
What have you learned from him, or what have you learned from each other that you think is a benefit to your life?
To the business life, that is.
Yeah, business life. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, look, this guy we've been friends for a long time. Oscar Mapeka, by the way.
Okay, so you've been friends before.
Yeah, we started businesses that failed.
Yeah.
That failed, right? From music to arts and everything.
Yeah.
We started together. And I decided when I was opening up the company, why not take him? Because we somehow complement each other in a way, because he's coming more from marketing side of things. I'm an entrepreneur. I like to do things now. So when I approached him, look, man, I have this product that I'd like to put on the market. I'd like your marketing skills, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been hard. It's been a hard journey. It's been a hard journey. But well, you know how it is. You have to make it work. You have to find a way to make it work.
Yeah, and every time.
Remember, working with limited resources. So obviously we have to use what we have at that point at the time.
Yeah, and the lack of resources is what makes it difficult. And every time you knock down, you have to get up and you have to try again.
Man, I can tell you a lot about that, because speaking as Lundi, the person that I am today, 6 years ago, I've been in this journey for a long time. Only now, it's just the fruits are just coming through. Things are just happening. But I think my failures made me the person that I am today, because I fell so much in business. We did projects, a lot of them failed, but only now, only now things are just, are coming to fruition.
Yeah. So you said you've moved onto your own now. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit more about Hardings market?
Yeah.
Or Hardings marketing?
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that?
Harding actually was a company that I used to work for. I don't know if I got that right. It was a company I used to work for before I started my company. That's why mostly also, because it's a product company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they deal with kind of like it's a company that I thought it's something that I wanna start and do my own one day, because I've been in the retail sector for a long time. Okay. So they buy products obviously and put them in shelves and everything. Right. So it's a company I used to work for.
All right. So we're just gonna take a short break, and then when we come, we're gonna continue with our conversation. For those that's watching at home, if you wanna be an entrepreneur, you wanna start your own thing, this conversation is for you. So put on your seatbelt, sit tight, relax. We'll be back after the ad break. Guys, welcome back. If you just tuned in, you are not too late. You are watching Open Studio on Cape Town TV channel 263. As always, I'm your host for today's show, and we've got an exciting show for you today, okay? Because joining me in studio is an entrepreneur, goes by the name of Lundi. He is the founder of Globular Brands, okay? Yes. For those of you that do not know it, I urge you to please sit tight, because this is some interesting news for those of you that want to go out there, you start your own business, here's some inspiration here for you. So just to continue in our conversation, Lundi, we spoke about how you started this journey, the people you've met, people you come across, what the impact they've had in your business life, and where you are right now. Okay, so just to continue on that, why did you decide to start a Biltong business where you could have chosen anything? Why that specifically?
I said earlier, and I think it was more of a chance.
Yeah.
Because me having a conversation with the barman convinced me to the manager that night when I was in town having drinks with a friend. It's one of those things. It just happened because obviously at that time I was looking for anything that I could do. Like I said, I was out of a job and I wanted to do something. And that night, me looking at the menu and saying I can't afford this, and I felt like, okay, if I feel like this, there must be other people who also feel like this here in this bar. So I wouldn't say I decided, it was a chance. It was just a chance, a spark. I saw an opportunity and I took it. Let me just put it that way.
No, and that's a great way to go about it. Yeah. So I'm just thinking now, you saw an opportunity, you took it, but sometimes these opportunities come with challenges. Yeah. Okay. Every business comes with a challenge. Yeah. What was your challenges in starting this?
My first challenge, I would say my first challenge basically was, obviously money, like I said, resources. At first, when you're starting out something, you're just thinking, well, I'm going to do it and then ABC and it's going to happen. But not having money to buy the machine was the biggest challenge. It was the biggest challenge. I had to think, how am I going to now supply this Biltong to these guys, because I felt like made a deal. And like I said, I used my innovative side of me, and then I built my own machine. Yeah. Obviously, another one is markets. It's really hard for us as entrepreneurs to get into markets, because there's already another guy that's out there that's selling this product that you have. Yeah. He's got the proper infrastructure you don't have. You have to always fight that. But then again, like I said, challenges are there to to be disrupted and to be
So it's
overcome.
a lack of resources, the competition in the area.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
definitely.
many of them, or many of us out there that's trying to start our own thing, we do face, this is reality, we do face these challenges. But now for you personally, how did you overcome, or how did you get your business from strength to strength? How did you overcome these challenges?
Uh, for me personally, it was more of a vow. I took a vow. I took a vow that I'm going to do this. Like I said earlier on, there were projects that we did that failed. And I said to myself, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. And I can't fail at this. I can't. I looked at the age, I looked at the time, how long I've been doing this, and I took a vow. I said, look, I'm going to stay in the entrepreneurship journey, and I'm going to work it out and see how this thing goes. And man, it's been 2 years now in this. I'm 2 years deep. I'm still pushing it. Yeah,
so which areas are you working in right now?
For now, basically, we're just in the Guguletu market. We'd like to get into other markets as well, but it's more for infrastructure more than anything, because we're still building our infrastructure so that we can take this and replicate it to a different, maybe in Kailicha, maybe Olanga or other places as well.
Yeah, so it's a process, and in this process you've had shortcomings, you've overcome them.
Yes.
Okay, so what is this shortcomings, these challenges you faced, what has it taught you that you can take into the future while you're trying to strengthen your business?
Looking at where I'm coming from and how I started this company already, I think I'm on the right path. I think I'm on the right path. I think I can keep on doing it for another 5 years, up until maybe I decide to sell. Who knows?
Yeah. Do you think it's important to struggle? You know, sometimes many people have struggled. Yeah. They've quit. Many people have struggled, just gave up, don't want to do it anymore. Many people have been hurt. Yeah. But you say you fell so many times and for so many years, and you're still going. Yeah. For those that's falling right now, what advice do you have for them? Is it important to struggle?
I'll give them this. You know what? The school of life, that is the best education you can ever find. Best education. If there's one thing, from failure, you always learn from failure. If you don't fail, you never learn. Yeah. That's one thing I know, and I've been in, like I said, in the journey. I failed so many times, and every time I get up, I come back stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, it's like once you fall, you're doing something and then you fall. Yeah. You come back with a new answer. Yes. There were answers that you couldn't answer yourself, but as time goes on, you'll figure it out. As time goes, you'll figure it out. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. You just have to be in it, be in the moment and be in it. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow. Yeah. And you are working in a township currently. Yeah. There are many in the townships that want to get out of the circumstances that they are in, out of that situation. Yeah. Start also their own business. Is there anything you're doing to assist them, or what advice do you have for them also that's also lacking resources like you lacked, that's lacking help? Yeah.
Look, the only thing right now I'm doing obviously is encouraging people. There's a couple of people that I talk to, I have conversation, I advise them actually in business. I'm not a guru or anything. I wouldn't say that, but my failures have kind of like equipped me, because I feel like at this point I have a wealth of knowledge on how I started this thing and where I'm right now. So I'm taking my time to just give other people advice on how to do it, and also share my network. Because I tell you, I've been in shows like great shows like seminars and everything, etc. Information is also important in this journey. I feel like also information is hidden. So I help out people with information, where to go to get X, Y, Z, and so forth.
Wow. Yeah. So you've been in the heart of a township. You know exactly what's going on. You know how the people is feeling. Yes. And it's not always easy starting a business. And you are taking the initiative to assist as far as you can. To give them guidance as to what they can do and how far they can go for help. Yes. Have you been part of any community activities that's happened in support for this? Have you arranged any community? Have you?
Yeah, okay. There's this Alabs. I was fortunate enough when I started this. I was introduced to Alabs by my cousin who he introduced me to Alabs. I met the partners there, the directors. Marlon Parker is great, and other people there. They're doing a lot of community work, and when I started out, they took me in. Yeah. And then I've learned so much about community work, as far as taking it to or buying clothes for kids, because this is program that we're studying in our company as well.
This is a big thing. I mean, it's like something we're going to take into a conversation on its own. So what we're going to do, we're going to take another short break, and then as we come back, then we continue on this conversation. So those of you that's watching at home, please do stay tuned, because after the break, we are continuing with Lundi in studio. So do stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. If you just tuned in, you are watching Open Studio on Cape Town TV. You are not too late. We're still continuing on our conversation, because joining me in studio is Mr. Lundi, who's the founder of Global Brands, who started a small business, which was what was an idea, and now is a business on its own. And he's been speaking on us how he can help you also to grow your business, and also give you a bit of insight as to how you can maintain and also achieve greatness in whatever it is that you want to do. So just to continue our conversation, we spoke about how you grew up, what you've done, and the people you met along the way that helped you in your business life. But then we spoke about, before the break, how community project that we've been involved with, in supporting those people from the township that want to start also their own business, but lack the things that you lacked, the resources, the funding. Okay, just to continue on that conversation.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, there are people out there that already I'm having a conversation with. They're interested in starting their own journey in this entrepreneurship, and at this point, I feel like it's something that I could really give out time, because I think a lot of entrepreneurs that are in the upper echelons, we basically we can't get in touch with them. So it's one thing I can do is give time to those who are actually coming up. Whatever I've learned in the process, I can just also distribute that and give it to them. Information, like I said, and networks and everything.
Giving back to the community. Yeah.
We want to do more.
Yes.
We want to do more.
So it is just you. Is it just you and your partner in this business, or do you have a team? Can you tell us about your team?
There was a lady, unfortunately she just left for Joburg. She was supposed to be our accountant, right? She worked with this accounting firm. She was supposed to come to us, but it didn't happen that way. There's obviously Oscar, there's Ofundi. She still does accounting stuff for us, like things like, I won't get too much into talk about SaaS. But she does a couple of things for us when it comes to that department. And there's Oscar, obviously, that takes care of the marketing side of things. And there's me. As an entrepreneur, I'm an all-rounder. You have to be an all-rounder. You have to do everything. You have to do everything. But I'm about to recruit 2 more people. I'm not going to mention names. But about to take 2, because I have to risk. I have to take on people and teach them the system and how it works and everything. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm speaking to you now. I've heard that you spoke about you being at a bar with a friend, and you say you just thought to yourself, if I can't afford this, then there are other people that come here and also cannot afford. So in that way, you were thinking of others. Okay. So can you tell us the philosophy of putting others first? How important is that to you?
Oh man, putting people first is, I think it's important in any organization. Business 101. If you're putting people first, the people that will take care of whatever you're doing. It's important, because what we're doing it for the people, right? We're not just doing it for money or anything. We're doing it for people, and people, they make numbers, isn't it? So there you go.
So speaking,
So people are important. A business without good people will never be a good business. A project without good people will never be a good project. So people.
There we go. So how do you get your clients? We spoke about the competitions in the area, people running the same business as you. How do you manage to get your clients?
Because I believe we're selling a good product that is of quality. We did do a bit due diligence when it comes to like products, looking at other products. I'm not going to go as far as saying ours is better than other products out there, but we're selling a good product. So for us, it's easy. We just come to you, and then we let you taste it, and then we come back to us and say you want to order. And so far, it's been happening like that. Ever since we started, we said, look, let's take this approach and just grab a bull by its horns and go to these guys where they have shops. We just give them, look, here's a product, taste it and tell us what do you think, and look at our price. Because also our pricing model, I believe it's better than other prices out there. Basically that's that.
So you have to believe in your product, And also you have to believe that that is the best product in the market. Not that you're putting others down, but just because it's your product, you have to, you know, if you want to get that clientele.
Yeah.
All right, so just thinking for those that is at home that's trying to start their own business, can you just tell us how important is marketing? How important is it that you get your products out there?
Yeah. First, you know, believing in your product is important. It's really important. I mean, no one is going to sell a product more than you. I've been in the retail since I was like young, very young. My father, when he started his business, like I said, and I've learned so much there about people and about products. But if you're going to develop your own product, it's important that you believe in it so that you can be able to sell it.
Yes.
Because who's going to sell it better than you, right? Yeah.
That's basic. Yeah, so for those that's watching at home that would like to get in contact with you, sign a major deal with you, you know, get them all the Biltongs they need, how can they get in contact with you?
Simple. We have a number. I have a number that I'm using. It's 074 288 7008. And then you can also check Ayona Sausage on Facebook, also on Facebook as well.
Okay, so in Facebook it goes by Ayona Sausage.
Just check Ayona Sausage on Facebook.
And not as Globular.
No, check Globular brand. Check Ayona. Look at the product itself. And
Okay.
Ayona, by the way, means real.
Okay,
Because
okay.
When we tasted it out, it was like, oh, this is it. This is
Ayona,
it. It's
Ayona,
best. Yeah, Ayona. It's
Ayona.
best in the market.
Oh, there we go. So for those that's watching at home that wants to get in contact with Lundi, Ayona.
Ayona, yes.
Ayona is
Ayona sausage.
Ayona.
Ayona sausage.
I think as you type it into your screens, put that
Just
finger
check on
there.
Facebook.
Ayona. It's authentic. It is the best. All right. So for those that is at home looking, I'm watching you right now. What advice do you have for them? Those that want to become entrepreneurs.
If anyone wants to join the journey, as we call it as a journey, you have to be committed.
There we go.
If you fail and then get up and do it again.
There we go.
Yeah, you need that. You need failure.
Commitment, failure, get up and do it again. That is all you have to take with you today. For those that want to start a new business, conversation does not end here, guys. Go through and check out the Facebook pages and also learn as much as you can. But for me, I'm signing out for today. I'm going to see you again next time. Till next time, thank you so much for coming to the show, Lungi.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.